So if you can see where the canal is right there, our property is basically everything behind the canal and behind the college. The college goes essentially from the south boundary all the way to where you see that transformer station right there. And so then we're behind, again, we have this land behind them, kind of goes up this gentle slope up here. So our goal ultimately, essentially from about this bend in the canal, going that direction about, you know, we got about 50 to 70 acres targeted in there to do kind of just something special and nice in.
We have something special.
As the sun is in different positions too. Because that's going to really play a big part.
Well, you think about this. I was thinking about when we come up here how we're in the afternoon, but I was thinking about where the sun comes up. I'd like to come up here and experience that and see to where I could see this being a pretty exciting place in the morning. And then we've got a hot west sun.
Is the Christ statue, you're envisioning it?
Faces west.
Facing west. Okay.
Faces Timpanogos.
Yeah.
And the Christ statue probably somewhere right around in here.
We want to bring in as big a rock, as big a supportive. If we have a sculpture that's 30 feet high and we've got a supportive features and scale of this property, we definitely want to have those conversations of what's available for it. And I don't know what we find when we excavate, but as far as the rock that we could bring in here.
So the way I had it originally, we were thinking of making the oval shape with the central plaza with the sculptures, the relief panels, the statue of Christ here, and then putting that monument arch over here. But
that's just how we have studied it on other properties.
Exactly.
But it's really, when we take the same concept and we just change the oval orientation. We bring it back, the Book of Mormon sculpture, Christ at the top of the gold plates, still works. And it works fabulously, actually. It's really fantastic. This works with the topography, but also I think it works from an experiential standpoint as well. It spreads out your experience across your property. This gives you a point that maybe we start to decide that's a great point to break off to go to the over here, and maybe there's break off points. And we now have really great layout for the property, I think, that works with the grades. Brian and I were just chatting about how this would have slope going up it as well. So if you're on a sidewalk on this side, it would have some rise to it. When you get to the other side, you could be, 5 to 8 feet higher on this side than you are on this side.
Right.
So it's beautiful, it's sloped. And we could actually do some cool things in here, Clayton, as well. We could do some relief or even stuff on the grade.
Right. The reality is we can come in here, we can actually flatten this whole section.
Right in front.
Yeah, and then do some just nice gradual sloping.
so we put the arch then over here.
Right there, exactly.
And then behind that is
the entry.
the entry and the visitor center.
Visitor center, entry, H-shaped building.
Here's where our existing trees are, so this could be a really wonderful preserving these existing oaks in here that could have meandering paths, and we'll define what sculptures could go in there.
Yeah.
What about the studio?
And then the studio slash
your studio,
maintenance
right?
building. Yeah. We might even put it up here somewhere, far away.
I think that would be nice if there was a way to put it.
Up here, we also have a place to store the sculptures before we lay everything out. And we have a studio where we also can have our artists working. And it kind of is away from the central part.
I'm hearing you on the maintenance. It's just, I think we're going to want to find the ideal location for that.
Maybe it's like a Hobbit house that's like
buried into the hill.
How do you get up there?
Well, the higher we go, the more challenging it gets.
Is when we finally get the book, and so in one of those years across there, we had to be able to get this thing dedicated.
Absolutely. And then for the 200th year of the production of the Book of Mormon, the printing of the Book of Mormon, we're going to have a big shindig right here.
And what the church wants to do,
this is the place for the next little while.
the church is pretty interested in the International Day of the Book of Mormon, and they would like that to kick off the International Day of the Book of Mormon. And so what we're doing is we're leading up to that with Moroni Day for several years now, and then 2030 will be when the International Day of the Book of Mormon begins to be a thing around the world. So for sure, this thing ought to be in full swing by 2030.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We have a view that is
you know.
Yeah, you see all the way to Deer Creek Reservoir and
Yes, you
all
can.
across the North Fields.
Yeah, we've got family that they're from back Midwest, and they come out and they'll be like, you know, you guys probably just look at that, just take it for granted. And I truly say, no, I look at that every day, and I say,
so do I.
I am truly, where else?
I know. Yeah, I have that view out of the back
What
of my
did I do
house,
to
and I'm
deserve
like,
this?
Exactly, exactly.
Wow.